In less than 3 months from now, the APEC Economic Leaders Meeting is being held in Korea's southeastern city of Gyeongju. Several side events are taking place on this occasion. That includes a Korean speech contest for international students. For today's Hallyu People segment, we are joined by Ndagijimana Frank Aimee Rodrigue, who will be taking part in that contest as the representative of Seoul. Hello, Frank. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me today.
Thank you for joining us. So why don't we start with a quick introduction of yourself to the Culture Wave viewers?
네, 한국에 있으니까 제가 한번 한국어로 하겠습니다.
Sure.
네, 안녕하세요 여러분. 저는 루안다에서 온 프랭크라고 합니다. 저는 지금 서울대에서 박사 과정을 생물정보학을 다니고 있고요. 한국을 지금 약 거의 8년 정도 살았습니다.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So in English, if I would interpret that very quickly, so you're Frank, you're from Rwanda, and you're currently studying at Seoul National University in bioinformatics,
Exactly,
is that correct?
yes.
And you've been here since how many years, did you say?
It's almost 8 right now.
Almost
so,
8 years.
Yeah.
Okay, the reason why Frank has just done his introduction in Korean is because, of course, you're the winner of a Korean speech contest, right? So we're going to talk about that in a bit.
Yes, and you obviously just introduced that fact that you are at Seoul National University and you are studying and you're pursuing a doctoral degree. What exactly brought you to Korea and what made you decide to study here in Korea exactly?
Actually, studying in Korea to me was a kind of I can say it's a game changer in my life. It's one of the best decisions I've taken in my life. So I tried to look for a country where I can do my studies abroad. It has been my dream for years. And I was looking for a country that has more to offer in terms of culture. So there's a rich culture in Korea. There's a lot to learn. There's this working style in Korea. So I thought this Korea might be a good way for me to learn, maybe put myself under some pressure and grow as a person. And I think that was the best decision I've made in my life.
Wow. Oh, we're happy to hear that. Now, Frank, let's now talk about that contest. So you represent Seoul at the speech that's coming up in Gyeongju at the end of this month. So this contest is going to be a little before the actual APEC gathering. So that means you are the winner of the preliminaries in Seoul. So congratulations to that.
Thank you very much.
So what made you take part in that contest?
Actually, I've been seeing some kind of contest for the past years, but I didn't have the chance to attend. And this year, it was kind of a big chance for me. So one of my biggest advisors here in Korea, she told me that there's a contest going on. So, and I was really interested, and I joined it. I prepared for a while, and I think I was lucky enough to get to represent Seoul. I didn't expect it, but I think it was a big privilege. Yeah.
I think it takes more than luck. I mean, we just heard you speak Korean at the beginning of the interview. And I mean, I have to say, if I would have closed my eyes, I wouldn't have known that you are a foreigner. Because
really?
Your Korean is really very fluent. So following the preliminaries now in Seoul, you are going to take part at the main event in Gyeongju, and that is part of the University Student Mock APEC Summit. So how are you preparing for that right now? And I mean, how does it feel to be part of such a major global gathering?
I think it's more like, I may say, a little bit of pressure, because it's fun, first of all, to start with, and it's a privilege because I never thought I would be in that kind of position in my life at any point of time. So I think it's a privilege. That's number one. Number two is like I have the thought, oh, how do I prepare? And I think I'm trying my best to learn more, because a language is something we can't learn and finish, and I'm trying to see what to prepare myself in terms of speaking, in terms of everything. And I mean, I use Korean all my daily life. I think it's a daily practice, and I think it will be good and enjoyable. Yes.
Okay.
I think you represent Seoul very well, and I wish you good luck. But as an international student taking part in this event, you also are promoting the city of Gyeongju as well. So if you had to do a speech on Gyeongju, what keywords would you choose in like a speech, for say?
I think first of all, Gyeongju. There's a lot to say about Gyeongju because it holds a lot of history about Korea. Yeah. So I may say that Gyeongju is like this museum without walls. So that's how they call it. And the biggest thing is that it was the capital of Shilla dynasty long time ago. So and I can also mention the Bulguksa temple. So I like it because it's maybe because of power of nature. When you go to mountains, you see the temples. So I was really interested when I first visited Gyeongju like 7 years ago. So I saw it. I may mention Bulguksa temple. Also, I can say Daereungwon. Daereungwon, yes. I think it's also a good place to see. And many people, if you search for Gyeongju, that's maybe the first thing that you might see. So I think it's something I can say in my speech. Yeah.
So you've been to Gyeongju before, it looks like.
It was my first trip. I was in what we call 문화체험 when I was doing my language school. So that was the first trip we had at school. It was Gyeongju.
So 문화체험, a kind of cultural experience that you had as part of a program at your university, right?
Yes, exactly. When I was doing my Korean language, that was the first one.
And Frank, you mentioned that Gyeongju is known as a historic city, a museum without walls. As you are from Rwanda, is there any historical city that you would say is similar to Gyeongju?
Yes, as far as I know, the history of Gyeongju, it was places where kings were before. So we have a place in Rwanda called Nyanza. So there's a specific place called Murukari. So it's a place where we still have the old king's palace. So it's a place which is preserved for touristic purposes. It's a place where you can see the traditional Inyambo cows from Rwanda, which are very rare to see. So I think it's a place that I can kind of say that is similar to Gyeongju in Korea.
I'll put that on my travel list.
And actually, so is there, like you said, you've visited Gyeongju before. Now, you must have been to many places that 7 years ago. Is there maybe somewhere that you're looking to go to next time you go to Gyeongju? Is there maybe something that you want to check out, food you want to try? Is there anywhere that you're specifically wanting to go this time?
In terms of like learning about the history, I think I can go back to this Bulguksa temple and just see, because the first time I was really new to Korea, I didn't know anything. I didn't even understand Korean. So it was hard for me to understand, but this time I think I'll be better to understand and know what they're talking about. And also there's this the cafe area called the Hwangnidan-gil. So my interest has changed as I was in Korea. So I'm more like a person who looks for cafes and good places to hang out.
Same here.
I think that would be on my bucket list if I visit Gyeongju, to look for this Hwangnidan-gil. Yes.
It's interesting that you mentioned Bulguksa, that you would like to make a revisit there, because many people who go to the Bulguksa temple, they do mention that they would love to go again and again and again.
Yes.
And now we did talk a little bit about Rwanda, but I want to go a little deeper into Rwanda, because I'd be very curious about how much of a presence the Korean wave or Hallyu currently is in Rwanda. So how do people perceive Korea right now?
I think to be more specific about that, I would just compare first time I came here and right now, because it's been a period of 7 to 8 years. So the first time I came here, it was like some people knew about Korea, but there was not that big a presence. Maybe diplomatically there was, but in people, in the society, it was a little bit not that well known. But right now, I think Korea is doing a great job. Everybody can see these idol groups and K-drama. So the last time I went to Rwanda, I was surprised because I once played a Korean music and somebody was singing with me.
Wow.
So
Which song was that? Do you remember?
It was kind of a drama OST. It's 3 years ago. So my friend was singing along with me. I was like, how did you learn it? I was like, we watch K-drama. Because we know maybe on this streaming platform, they have these subtitles. I was like, wow, Korea is getting far. And I think in terms of K-drama, people think, Korean people are very, in terms of beauty, in terms of acting, in terms of dramas, and even the popular star of Tottenham. So I think Korea is going far, even technology too. I would say that, because people around me ask me more about technology, like what's the newest technology tool, what's going on in Korea, what's, well, I like to use Korean, 최신 상품. So I think it's going far in terms of technology, in terms of everything actually, and I think they're doing a great job. Yeah.
So do many people in Rwanda use Korean smartphones?
Yes.
Yes?
Samsung. Yeah. Recently, yes, many people are using Samsung. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just sort of curious, actually. How hard was it for you to adjust to the Korean, let's say, taste palette? Like, was it very different for you when you moved to Korea to maybe adjust to maybe, I don't know so much about Rwandan like food, but like Korea, we're known for spicy or soy kind of based foods. How difficult was it for you to actually go from one to the other?
I'll describe my first 6 months as a nightmare, but a nightmare that turned out to be maybe a bright day. So I was not used to spicy food, to be honest, and I was just 17 years old when I came. So the culture was I was not actually adapted to living alone first, plus the spicy food. And the kimchi, the taste of kimchi was so strange to me at the time. I remember I first ate kimchi after 6 months here in Korea. But the day I tried it was kimchi jjigae, I guess, like the Korean, stew, kimchi stew. That changed everything about, my thought about Korean food. I was like, it tastes good now. Now that it's not raw. I was like, it tastes good. And I challenged myself. I say, if I have to live here for 3 more years, because I was doing undergraduate, I was like, if I have to live here for 3 more years, I need to learn the language first, and I need to get adapted to this food, because this is the only way for survival. And I think it started as survival. I ended up loving it. I love Korean food right now. I can't spend a day without having like a good pap and jjigae. So.
Wow, I love to hear that. And also I love to hear that you tried to adapt to the Korean food and now eventually you love it. Now, Frank, finally, would you have a message to APEC for the success of APEC? Anything that you would wish for?
Yes, I will start maybe in Korean and say 이러한 그 APEC 행사가 이렇게 큰 행사인 만큼 제가 찾아봤을 때는 오랫동안 진행되었고 이번에는 한국뿐만 아니라 그 참여하는 다른 국가에 대해서도 큰 행사이기 때문에 그 세운 목표를 잘 달성하고 그 회의도 잘 진행되었으면 좋겠습니다. So I wish that the APEC, as big an event it is, I wish that it's successful and that all the objectives that the leaders of different countries have set might be achieved in this meeting. Yes, thank you very much.
Wow, thank you very much for that wonderful message in both Korean and English, because this time I was going to ask Walter to do the interpretation. Thank you very much, Frank, for sharing your story with us, and good luck with the contest and also your studies in Korea.
Yes, good luck, Frank.
Thank you very much for having me.
감사합니다. And 감사합니다. Thank you, Walter, as always.
Thank you.
We're going to see you back here tomorrow.
Yes, see you tomorrow.